All right, how's everybody doing? Got another pod review. This time, this big boy, 7-pot Jonah, 7-pot primo cross. Actually, let's look at some info. Actually, they call it a hybrid, but let's see. Let's read this here. 7-pot primo, 7-pot Jonah cross, Capsicum Chinense. This is an F3 generation cross developed by expert chili grower Grant Hustler from Australia. It is a cross between this Trinidad 7-pot Primo and the Trinidad 7-pot Jonah. It is extremely hot. It is a mean burn but nice 7-pot taste. The peppers will come in all sizes and shapes as that is expected with an early generation cross. All right, I mentioned two things here. One, you go to this site if you're looking for seeds, because I know that the bad boy's in here, because he did sell some plants a little while back, and I'm sure he'll still have some seeds in there, because it is something that's on the website. You can get that at www.superhotchilies.com. Also, you can look up the 7-pot Jonah and 7-pot Primo individually to see a little bit of their origin. I just did the 7-pot Primo last night. I also did the yellow a week back, so you can look up my video on the 7-pot Primo that I did last night. Also, I wanted to add, if you notice what it said in the bottom there, the peppers will come in all sizes and shapes as expected with an early generation cross. Now, you really don't know what kind of a shape you're going to get, but I just want to add to this that I don't think it matters. Who cares? I think no matter what, this pepper, this pod you're going to get from these seeds, Grant Hustler is the man. He knows his stuff. But not just that, I mean, this is a really two cool peppers mixed together. I mean, both decent flavor. You can see my 7-pot review. I also think I did a Jonah. I think I might have did the Butch T Jonah mix too, and they kind of complement each other. But I'm not positive, but I think. But anyway, two good peppers, and so you're not going to really go wrong with this guy here at all. Maybe the nice thing is you'll get different pod variations and sizes, but for flavor, I think you're going to do just right and heat. Let's just cut this bad boy open. Sometimes I forget to do this. Pop this stem off. Let's open her up. Interesting smell, nice smooth smell. You can see that. I don't know if you can see how good it is. You can see a little bit of the discipline. You can see how it's shining in the light here. I try to get as much light as I could in these reviews. See, it's got a nice placenta up there. And it's funny how much these things don't have a lot of placenta, but they're hot. See the seeds coming out of there. I'm not a big fan of too much seeds. And of course, I don't have these seeds available for anyone that asks. That's why I'm doing this for Mr. Duffy and Refined and Fire Chilies. I'm trying this again to see if you can get the barcodes if you want to just try to get it with your smartphone. I'm really not sure if it'll work, if I'm getting it close enough. Kind of pause it. All right, let's just do this, guy. Big pod. Lips are burning a little bit. I got a little piece of my lips. Tongue's burning. Overall mouth's burning. Good flavor, man. That's a good flavored pepper. Very good. And I'm not surprised with two nice Primo is definitely stable. I can vouch for that. So I've read some information. I've talked to Primo. And I believe that Jonah is actually a stable strain as well. But you put these two together, that's a nice combo. And like I said, you can't go wrong with the flavor. I'm just looking up something in the Jonah because I had some thinking, since I'm already here, waiting to see what this burn's going to do. I'm going to go ahead and read it. Trinidad 7-pot Jonah is a larger plant that produces larger 7-pot strain pods, a more fruity flavor than the standard 7-pot, and slightly higher heat. The peppers mature from light green to red. Surface of pods are pimply and bumpy, with some even growing little scorpion tails. No doubt in my mind that the scorpions and 7-pots are related. I think I've read this before. We believe this pepper consistently has higher average heat levels than the ghost. I would probably agree with that. I think I did read this before because I did another cross and I put this in here. But, well, there you have it. All that information I just read is right on the site, www.superhotchilies.com. Or if you know Mr. Duffy, you can contact him. But unless you really know him, it's better just to go on the site. That's what he has it for. Real easy to do. Do it, pay it, done. It gets to you. I've done it before. That actually hurt a little bit reading that, so that's a good sign. It's got some nice heat to it. It is building up in the mouth. It's kind of creeping down the throat, so I figure it's going to be a throat burn. Nice tasting pepper, man. Hard to say if I like it from the Primo from last night, but I almost said I think I might. It has a nicer, smoother, and like I said, a fruitier taste in a way. But either way, you can't go wrong with these guys, these 7-pots. Two nice peppers brought together. Like I said, you really just can't go wrong. Not really a bad aftertaste, especially for a super hot. Saliva's coming a little bit. Mouth's burning. Got some burn in the throat. It hurts just a little bit to talk. I've definitely had hotter. Flavor, like I said, probably a 6.5, pushing a 7-ish. But like I said, to get a 10, that's really hard, man. I mean, I've tasted some good peppers, man. Like the Aji Amarillo. There's just another one I tried a while back too. You can see the video. It's one of the better tasting peppers I've had. Even the Jamaican Red's a delicious pepper too. Those things are like 9, 10s in flavor. So to put this thing up there, it's not going to happen. Not that high. So I'd say a good 7-ish for taste. Maybe even a 6.5, but 7. Let's just say 7. And it's a super hot too, which means a lot because it can do a lot of different things with it. Cooking, sauces. Again, you can cut it up, put it in your sandwiches. Nice burn going on. Those got some burn. It definitely peaked a little back. It's just hanging out. You feel that when you breathe. You feel it in your tongue, a little bit in the throat. When you swallow, you can definitely feel it in the throat. Definitely a super hot. It's peaked. I hung out with it for a few minutes, so I definitely give her an 8. I give it about 8, 8.5 even. 8.5. Whether, the Rupert, the Marunga, I don't know if I just said it right. The Marunga, the Reaper. You got the Butch Tea, and then the Marunga Mix. I mean, there's a lot of them that are hotter. That I say is a good 10. I popped that out the other day. Chocolate Marunga, that's a 10. This guy, like I said, is an 8.5-ish. Probably could even be more, a little bit more, pushing a 9. But I'd say 8.5. And have 9. Definitely a super hot. I wouldn't be surprised this thing's tested over 1 million. Good pod, good burn, decent, good flavor, you know, especially for a super hot. Really good to make dishes with it. The heat is definitely hanging out a little bit, and I'm sure it'll be with me for a little while. I'm not going to sit there and just, the throat's gone. There's probably some burn in there, but it's not hurting the swallow or talk. So that's pretty much it, man. I'm not going to bore you with no more stuff. I'm going to get this video uploaded and bang that out and put it up on some Facebook and put it up in public. Nice little burn in the lips too, I got to say. The nice burning in the mouth still. That's something the Primo last night did not do. That's a nice pepper, man. Thank you, Jim. That was a good one, brother. I definitely recommend these seeds, man. I would probably going to have to get some of these plants next year from I'm definitely going to get these plants from him next year. I will do it. But some seeds I'm going to grow, and I'm not much into the seeds. I do grow from seeds sometimes, but it's easier just to get plants from the distributors. They've already got them this big and ready to go. Less babysitting. But I do like to grow some of them from seed. But that's it, man. You seen what it can do? That's it, man. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, questions, all that good stuff. Share away. Later, I'm out.